Hey, there's been days where he was in the channel beforehand and
And
was
nothing.
playing and then just died.
That's
Yeah,
right.
so
Tape is rolling. Getting ready to do this thing we call Wednesday, people. Quiet on the set.
Excuse me. Excuse me. You're listening to WRFB, Radio Free Britannia. Ain't no other freaking better place in the world than Deltona, Florida. Here you are, lunch with no other than the dynamic duo of Laz and Jack.
Greetings, everybody. This is Laz.
and this is Jack. Welcome to another lunch with Laz and Jack, where we interpret the news so you don't have to.
That's right. Bringing you our own branded news right here inside Shroud Avatar 5 days a week. How's everybody doing out there today? Thanks for joining us. Today, for the record, is not updated. It is
Last
Wednesday. Yes, I know.
Technical difficulties long.
Well,
having some
I
issues
had
this
everything
morning.
all restarted. All
Yeah,
restarted.
right.
There it is, up on screen for everybody now. Wednesday,
And if
24th.
anybody really thinks that last technical difficulties long is a joke, you should come join us right before the show to see
That's right.
will it work today? Will
It's
anything work?
It's always a gamble. I tell you what, we throw in the switches and playing with all the settings.
with things.
I tell you what, that's
Yeah.
right. Of
Yes,
course,
hi
how's
Botox,
everybody?
how's it going?
Yeah, M60's out there joining us today. How you doing, M60?
Woohoo.
Botox out there. How
Morning,
you doing? Econdas
M60.
joining us. Of course, all the irregulars here. Welcome to today's
And-
show. Of course,
And Alpha
we
Fish
are.
Sticks taking the day off.
Yeah, Fish Sticks. I'm telling you, he gets me hungry every time I see him show up on screen. Telling you, we got to
Yeah.
introduce his boys to the Tater Tot Empire, man. We got Tater Tots and Fish Sticks, man. It's a beautiful thing.
Yeah, I don't know if Fish Sticks and Tater Tots go together though.
Well, where are you from?
Yeah, I don't know about that.
I know.
Of course, I've never really been a fan of fish sticks anyway.
Yeah,
so
it's a classic
yeah.
public school lunch, man. What are you talking about, man?
Hey, my high school had the best French fries ever.
Oh, well, we had French fries like every single day when we didn't have tater tots. So, I mean, it was one of
Yeah.
three things. It was either mashed potatoes, the tater tots, or the French fries. There's never anything else.
Yep.
And of course,
Pi-
the mashed
pizza.
potatoes were like glue. We used to have guys used to mash potatoes and slather some on the bottom of the milk containers, put them on the tray.
See how well it sticks to the ceiling?
They would stick trays to the ceiling with milk cartons and mashed potatoes, They'd put the milk cartons in between and stick them up there and see how long they'd stay. I tell you what.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, Jack don't like fish. I don't know.
Yes, but it is Wednesday. I mean, you know what that means, right?
That
That it's
means
Wednesday?
tomorrow is launch day, or
We've-
is release day.
62 days. 62 days to launch.
62 big days. Big 62 days left until launch day. That's right.
And
of
how
course-
many days until release 50?
How many days? Let's see. Tick, 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 tick. 9 days, 2 hours, 55 minutes, and a handful of seconds.
Wait, 9 days? No, that's the post-mortem.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I said release 50.
Oh, sorry. I thought you said postmortem. My bad. Yeah, I'm paying
Technical
attention.
difficulties.
Botox, thank you for the cheer. 1,000 bits. Love you, man.
Woohoo.
Love you guys. Of course, you
Yeah.
too can join Botox. You can join all our regular donators out there by going out to twitch.tv/NBNN News or twitch.tv/Cynicist. You can get bits via Twitch and use those to cheer on our streams. You can use the donate buttons located on each stream. You can go to nbnn.info. Use the links there or become a patron and go out to patreon.com/NBNN News and become a monthly donator. You get all sorts of digital and physical goods available depending on your donation pledge. And with that out of the way, release 50, one day. One day. Ha ha ha. Yes.
Yeah. Tomorrow. Release 50.
Tomorrow. That's right. Release 50. I'll tell you what, we've come a long way since sitting on the lot in release 16. I'll tell you what. Quite a long
Yeah, we're
way.
still sitting around on a lot.
Right up the road to the other side of the wall. That's how far.
Well,
we've
the
come.
difference is we own these lots, whereas back in release 16, it was someone else's lot.
True, very true. The
It-
original
it was-
lot
it was
that we
just a chair.
occupied and used to sit on was actually owned by somebody else. We just sort of
We just,
squatted on
it's
his
like, hey.
land for a little while. Yeah,
Squatted on it for a while, and then they
Just a
wiped
little
it. And
while.
then we claimed it. Then it was wiped again. Then we moved down the road. Then we moved up the road. And
then
then
we moved up the road, and then we moved down the
yeah.
road, and then we moved again and again and again. We never moved down to Owl's Head, though.
well, we have done some shows outside of Owl's Head though. So
Not many. But that may change once we get to the 3-year anniversary and release. Or it may not. Don't know yet.
yeah, I don't know. But do you have any idea what the devs worked on Taco Tuesday?
I have a bit of an idea. But do we really
You
want to
do?
talk about that today? I mean, we can. Right?
It's
Yeah,
either
we're-
that or we continue going over those release notes because it is coming out tomorrow.
Well, there's been several updates to those release notes, and of course, as we usually
I'm
do,
aware.
I know I was looking for it before we got distracted by the normal afternoon technical difficulties that we have. Is there an official post out yet?
Oh, that I didn't look for.
Yeah, I was waiting to see if that actually showed up before we decided to go
Yeah.
chatting some more about it. But he's been keeping that pretty much updated. I think that's what he actually just links to once he's ready.
Yeah, well, he turns around and changes it to this is the post, and so there has been several changes made to it over the past
Yes,
few
as a
days.
matter of fact, as I hit refresh, I could just see words change in front of my face where he's already made some more edits today.
I mean, it's like that beginning section actually has a bunch of new things on it.
Yeah, well, I'm telling you, just as I refreshed it, you could see the words change. I mean, it was really weird. But we've got it, if you're ready for it. Or you want to make them wait a few minutes. We'll have plenty to talk about tomorrow when this comes in, and we'll hit some of the finer points
Okay,
today.
so stand-up corner it is. That means, hey, stand-up corner is where the devs say, hey, I worked on this yesterday, I'm working on this today. And then they go back to their desks and sit down, and eventually Chaos posts it to the interwebs, and we get to interpret it. So this
Indeed.
is Taco Tuesday's stand-up notes, where over in the art department, we had Damon.
I
You
know.
got nothing for
he's
me?
on vacation. He's ruining my whole spiel here. Yeah.
You're all prepped
I
and
was
ready
getting
to
ready
say
for
Bob.
Bob, but Bob's not
Yeah,
there. Bob's not
but-
here, man.
He's probably like a lot of people in Austin down with the flu right now. It's insane.
That's quite possible. Or he's taking a little time off right before launch. We know Bob the Builder has been busy. We know that from reports from our own Justin.
Damn, he's working on bugs. And emotes, visual effects, and blood polish.
Lots of blood.
See, he's sitting there trying to get the blood out of the floorboards. And
I thought he was polishing it into his weapons, trying.
He's polishing it into the weapons.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Make it all nice and bloody shine. I don't know.
That, or he's trying to get it out of
his weapons.
He's trying to clean it out of the fur hats.
Yeah, well, you mean those rats on your head?
Yeah, something like that. Whereas Fletcher. Working on some NPCs and screenshots and sketch fabs and armor.
Telling you, they actually look like tribbles on your head. Yeah, I know somebody posted they look like swirls on your head.
I try not to wear them.
Looks like a giant tribble on your head. That's all I gotta say.
Hey, if I'm gonna have some fur on my head, it's gonna be on a completely different location. So, Kat.
You prefer fur, is what you're saying?
She's working on the bugs. And sound recording.
Lots of sound recording.
Oh yeah, she's
doing a busy gal down there.
Yeah, she's trying to bring it and make sure that all those sounds get updated. Whereas the Ugly Fist, he's working on some bugs. The Almighty Gix Vargatch, Matt. Working on bugs. And the Obsidian Salute emote. And wait, what's the Obsidian Salute emote going to look like?
Yeah, I was going to do it, but I wasn't sure you had the same thing in mind. Is that the Obsidian Salute?
Considering
or is it going to be something like, I don't know. But we know Maddie's been working his tail off on emotes and animations and all sorts of fun stuff from the reports we're seeing out there.
And he would have to give us a clue as to what the actual Obsidian emote is going to look like, so that way we can visualize it. And observatory animations.
Now, Candace, that's not actually quite right. We're talking about the certain hats like that hat are still hats. That's only going to affect the new animal and old animal. The animal hats are going to be renamed to that, but we'll cover that in a minute for you.
Hopefully,
because awesome. I would hate to see my bicocket headdress, because it's not a bicocket headdress; it's a bicocket hat. So headdresses are going to be the animal hats have been renamed, and again, well, I guess we just told you so. Moving right along.
Yeah. I don't know. Where am I at? Reed
Rollo.
Working on bugs.
Bug.
And U optimizations. Over in design. B.
The Beatles.
Working on animal hat setup. And bugs.
That's right. They're no longer animal hats.
He should have changed that to animal headdresses.
Well, see, it's not official yet, so as of right now, they're still hats. They won't be referred to headdresses until tomorrow, so keep that in mind.
It's gonna be hats anyways. Seawolf. He's working on the Hollowed Plains in-game map and map kickoff meetings and bugs.
Mom, what just locked? Oh, never mind. I was thinking you just
that was from 10 minutes ago, and it says just looked.
That's what I thought it said. Just looked.
What just locked?
And that's why I said never mind, because I said lock.
Yeah,
Never mind.
Yeah.
Back to my original never mind.
There's a reason that someone reads this off instead of someone else.
Because I don't have my glasses on and I can't read it properly. That's why.
I don't have my glasses on either.
Yeah, but you're only sitting this far away from your screen. I'm sitting,
What does that say?
What?
No. Well, my problem's actually with distance and, my vision really isn't that bad because I had LASIK done like 20 years ago.
Uh-huh.
Seems like 20.
Seems like forever.
Well, it's actually like, what year is this? 2018?
It is.
Would have been 17 years ago.
Damn.
Yeah. So 16, 17 years ago.
That was that early LASIK. Not that shit they got today, man.
Well, yeah, there's a place doing a $250 special. I'm tempted to, if I only had the money. I'd
If
go
you
do it
only
again.
had $250 to spare at the moment, that's right. It's okay. A house will sell one day, and when that happens, we ain't
As soon
gonna
as it's
see
on the
Jack
market.
for about a year.
Oh, you'll see Jack every single day. All the time. Whereas Damien, he's decided that he doesn't want to be a nice guy to the bugs.
No more Mr. Nice Guy. Bug.
While he's playtesting and Release 51 planning and the map kickoff meeting. Dan the man.
Dan the man, brother.
He's working on updating some player-owned towns and bugs.
Bug.
And that weird thing called the Release 50 post review.
Post review.
See, what they're really trying to do is they're trying to actually get all the typos out of it and making sure that every single section is got the right verbiage for what they want to say. And because player towns, all the player town changes, he's got to make sure and get all those in there.
So he actually reviews it for stars, what we're saying here then.
No, he just reviews the player-owned town section.
Oh, just
The real person that does the review, I believe, would be Serafina.
You think? I
think so.
think it's actually the
She
player
did used to
base
teach
for the most
English
part,
in
but that's
China or
beside the
something like
point.
that. Yeah. Sanyo.
You forgot the extra bugs.
Did I not? I did Dan the man. So Sanyo is next. Where are you at?
Never mind.
You don't know who Sanyo is? Just for you. That's Keith.
Never mind.
Just for you. It's working on bugs.
Bug.
And player instructions and the map kickoff meeting. Lum.
The mad.
Working on bugs.
Bug.
And trying to redo the beginning of the Path of Love. Request updates.
One more time. Let's do it again, folks. One more time.
Yeah.
Polish the path of love.
And
Right here.
you heard me complaining about that last night, right? were you in the channel when I was complaining about that last night?
You and Spiff
Okay,
were.
it's like- Seriously.
Yes,
Sorcerer
Spiffy,
Steve.
sounded a little beat up last night, Spiff. What's up? You've
Yeah.
been quiet today too.
Almost didn't make it. I had to reset my Roku device.
Yeah, what?
You doing okay?
I'm okay.
Just really under the weather right now?
No,
Right.
just running behind. Had to reset the Roku device.
Okay. Had a reset.
He's
Gotcha,
got to
gotcha.
make sure that all the stream TV shows are streamed at the proper time. Sorcerer Steve working on the Vault in-game maps and bugs,
Bug.
optimizing some asses,
Love up.
and map kickoff meeting. And yes, I did say optimizing some asses.
Yes, love optimizing some asses.
Yeah.
Optimal
Oh wait,
asses.
that's
Always
an
a
ass.
good thing.
Ed.
Optimal ass is always a good thing.
Ass. Ets.
He said.
Yeah.
I said.
Yeah. The Energy Vortex, List Rostov.
Where has
Not
he
hanging
been?
out with us. Not hanging
Yeah.
out on the set with us today. That's for damn sure.
Excuse me.
Let's talk some smack about him right now.
Yeah.
Because
Ah,
I mean,
well,
he can't.
I'm
Yeah.
assuming the guys have had their
Shit.
nose to the grindstone the last
yeah,
couple days, you know. And of course,
Well, it
we
is the
know,
day
lockdown
before
week.
release. Yeah,
day
they
before
are
release.
crushing bugs.
Yeah. I know they're trying to get that release candidate ready for this release, and yeah, that still takes. What do we got that down to? Less than 3 hours pop now.
Well, that's just for building it. Yeah, and they
That's
still
what
have
I'm
to log
saying, for
into
each
it.
build.
Yeah. I think it's less than 3 hours. I thought it was down a lot quicker than that. I can't remember. But it used to be like 24 hours. Then
Used
it was
to
6
take a long
hours.
time.
Yeah. But Energy Vortex is working on bugs
Bug.
and in-game maps and the map kickoff meeting. Yay! Planning for release 51. Over in tech, Dr. Bobby
Little Bob Thompson.
working on bugs.
Bug.
Eric's working on bugs.
Bug.
The Wizard Smoke. You know that would be the perfect time to actually pull your vape out and like do a massive inhale and exhale. Yeah. I have
like that?
no idea what you're talking about. None whatsoever. He's working on bugs
Bug.
and design review and release 50 post review and bugs.
Bug.
The Deathbringer
I
one and only.
accidentally caught that the last time when somebody was working on the release 50 review, and never mind. No sense in explaining. You're not following.
I'm not following. You're not following.
They're following. I guarantee you, they get it.
Well, everybody's following except for you. Yeah, they're. Yeah.
Remember to
And
hit
thank
that
you-
subscribe button.
Yes.
That's right.
Thank you,
Hit
Bala.
that subscribe
And,
button.
Yeah. The Deathbringer one and only working on bugs.
Bug.
The Burning Toad
The bird.
preparing for that live build and QA builds and bugs.
Bug.
The Rock.
The rock. Core.
He has decided that he wants to work on the in-game map database.
Oh, yes. He's been at work, and he's had a couple posts this past Friday. Good information there.
Yeah, and in-game map database migration and testing and address verification updates. Because don't forget to update your address for your physical goods if you have an account that would be receiving them. How is it that I started playing and then 5 seconds later you started playing?
Well, maybe because you saw me already working on it and you decided to hit your play button. I don't know.
I did lies. Tassilo, he's working on the Travian meetings and support and Steam update and server upgrades. Over in Studio Services, Andrea, she's working on Jira testing and forums triage. Whereas Barrick is preparing for the Release 50 store updates and announcements and forums and community.
Yay, community.
Yeah.
More updates.
Yeah. The Attenwood. He's working on the sanity test in Jira testing and no issues documentation. Not known, just no issues documentation.
Yeah.
Yeah. And Release 50 post review. Then Chaos is working on the metric support and bugs
Bug.
and Release 50 rewards and database migration and leads meeting. Seraphina's Jira testing and customer service.
On your
You're gonna,
customer
yeah.
service.
taking you half an hour for that queue.
Really.
No
Over,
script, man. No script.
over, and useless overhead. You have the Dippy Bird.
The bird. The dippy bird.
He's working on bugs and the leads meeting.
And lots of Shroud math, man. Lots of Shroud math.
Shroud math. The thing that'll make you go scratch your head and pull out your hair so that way you'll end up looking like
Just
me.
like him. Yeah.
Yeah. See, this is what happens when you try to understand things. It just all goes away. Gorn, he's working on general business
Business.
and leads meeting. Hutch, he's working on that silly thing called you performance. He's touching you, touching me.
Touching me.
Yes, a little thing called love. Jira triage and leads meeting and map kickoff meeting. Lord British working on the general management and playtesting in meetings.
That's because he has no executive assistant.
He doesn't know what's going on. NFG Scott
NFG.
working on the metrics update and Travian support. Then the Dork Star working on leads meeting and launch prep and release 51 Jira triage and the release 50 post. Stefan is working on marketing and web direction and planning and compatibility testing. Oh
Very
man,
nice.
maybe Stefan would actually listen to someone saying, "Hey, the very first page for shroudoftheavatar.com maybe should be updated and changed and usable." Maybe. Just
You
maybe.
think? You just don't like that intro page. I don't know.
No, I don't like
why.
that page at all.
Yeah.
I hate that
What
landing
do you
page.
have against that page? Yeah. I love that page because, you know,
It's completely unusable.
What do you mean it's unusual? It's an ad. It's a promo. It puts
It's not a good one.
it's a tease. It does
Nope.
exactly what it's supposed to do. Get you to sit down and
Annoy
look at
you.
it and go,
Yes.
"Ooh, I want to play this."
No.
No, huh? You don't think so?
No.
Yeah.
Nope.
Apparently, a lot of people think different.
Stop that intro from playing.
Yeah.
What's that, Spiff?
Stop that video from playing, man. It's freaking loud.
And annoying. And
I don't
actually,
know. It's overriding my volume controls. Let me tell you.
So it gets your attention.
nope.
Sounds like it's doing everything it's supposed to be doing to me, but yeah.
So let's look at that web page real quick, and let's look at everything that's wrong with it.
Yeah, I can't do that. I'd have to log out of everything.
Yeah. I mean, it's a where is the news? It's silly.
What do you mean, where is the news?
It's not usable. Like, there should be updates for like what's going on with the development. There should be a link to the latest news. Here's our weekly update. Here's this. Here's this. No, but instead you actually have to click on a button that may or may not take you to where it should be.
Well, once you log in, you get taken to that. So you're telling me that people should just get the news, even though they're not a part of the game. That should all be on the front page, and there should be nothing there.
I think there should be at least links to the daily blog.
You know what? Considering it's like the video, the frame for that video on my screen, it's only got like 2/3 of it, and I have to scroll down in order to get the frame for the full window.
Okay.
It,
Yeah.
it's not designed well at all. The content on
I
it
beg to
needs to be
differ.
updated.
Of course, I'm looking at it on a screen that's this huge, so the whole page appears to me. So I'm gonna
You know what,
assume
they-
that all depends on your screen size.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
So-
most of us don't run
So
around with
regardless of
86
how
size
well the
screens.
page is made, if your screen size is this big, you're only going to see that much, regardless of what they put on it, right? So even if they put the news there, you still wouldn't see it until you scroll down. Would I be correct in that assumption? Yeah, I would.
You know what? They need a menu system. They need to actually make it actually usable. It's a poorly designed website for the landing page. Poorly.
Your opinion. Yeah, I like
Yep.
the video, personally. So, guess we're going to have to agree to disagree on that. But meanwhile, we got a lot more.
I
stuff
think
to
it's
talk
perfect.
about. Yeah. I didn't say I think it's perfect. I said I like it. A perfect
Right.
web page would, give me everything. It would be a Homer Simpson web page.
A perfect web page.
Would have every icon, every twirly, every dancy, every banner ad. That would be the perfect web page. I'd take all the internet and put it on one page. And that would be the perfect web page.
Nope. Not at all. Let's see. So what else do we have today?
I don't know.
I think that's it. I think we're calling it a day. We're not talking about what's coming out tomorrow. We're not talking about what happened in release 49 postmortem. I think we're good for today. What about you?
I don't know. You want to just take the rest of the day off and go fishing?
Yeah.
We could do that.
Spiff forgot his password to Crunchyroll.
To what?
It's Spring Roll.
Spring roll?
Yeah. I don't know. Crunchyroll. He forgot his password.
I see that.
It's an anime site.
It's what?
It's an anime site.
Oh. I don't know. See, I let Google handle all that.
It's called
Put in a
I do
password.
it for the
Click
hentai.
save. Never bother with it again. But moving right along, I don't want to talk about some release 50 notes, maybe.
Yeah, let's talk about the release
That-
50 notes.
That's what I'm actually staring at on my screen right
And,
now.
we got all sorts of great stuff, of course. Updates to lots of scenes, new scenes with spoilers, lots of polish. I know Jack just loves that the story of love is just still getting its polish.
Yeah. Only
Now-
4 years in the making.
Now, do you recall where we were? I know where we were, but does that matter? Or are we gonna?
I have no clue where we're at.
We were at performance when we stopped last time. If you really
Are you
wanna know.
okay? Okay, yeah. So performance work was focusing mainly on improving frame rate and reducing hitching during gameplay. That work will also continue to be done on load time reduction and on the few outstanding scenes that are not meeting their 15-second load time target. Yeah. Their idea of the 15-second load time is completely different than my idea of 15-second.
Yeah, so speaking of which, and I'm going to just ask generally in the room, what do you consider 15 seconds? 15 seconds from the time your screen fades? 15 seconds till you,
Click the start, click the button, 15 seconds later, you're loaded in.
Yeah, see, that's not, yeah. Now, even at that,
It's not even 15 seconds as soon as it hits the transition screen to transition screen.
yeah, I pretty much counted from
So,
the time that I can no longer move till the time I can move again is my load time. So once I can't move until I can physically move again is the actual load time, not what I'm seeing on the screen. So that's just, the way I look at it.
Yeah. As soon as I
Anybody
can see
else?
stuff on the
What
other
do
scene,
you
I'm good.
consider the 15-second or that load time? Yeah.
Yeah. Shroud math.
I know. We got a whole room of people. Nobody's got an opinion. I love it.
No, they have an opinion. They just don't want to voice it.
They'll voice it as soon as the lights, the on-air lights go on.
Shh, we're off air now. We are no longer on air. Feel free to express your opinions. Show's over. Until still crickets. Okay, so we do have other weird things going on with visual effects, cloth, and sound effects culling. Visual effects and cloth simulations now properly cull at a distance and when not in view of the camera. And additionally, sound effects now properly cull at a distance.
Now, Econdas, we're going to get to that in just a minute here, I believe. As a matter of fact,
no.
Go ahead and move right
ignore
along.
Ignore him.
I just want him to quit screwing with the light spell.
Good luck on that. You know they're going to be messing with spells and skills for the next 20 years, buddy.
Hey, targeting. The calculations used to determine current target have been greatly optimized. No longer is it the fuzzy Shroud math version. Now it is where you are when that spell was cast and where the target was. Player movement, the movement code for players and NPC movement receives significant optimizations to reduce the load on the physics thread. NPC movement versus client performance. They decoupled the performance of the master client from the update rate of the AI movements and behaviors. So if the master client in a scene starts to behave poorly, as low as 10 frames per second, there should be no effect on NPCs.
Interesting.
I still don't like their idea of a master client loading a scene.
Well, yeah.
I really don't. But banks were preloaded.
Yes.
They're going to start loading as soon as you enter a scene. Yay. So that way when you walk up to a bank, you hit the bank button and it will start loading your inventory instantaneously. No longer do you have to wait a minute like I do.
I still haven't seen it.
I didn't go to the bank on the QA server yet, so I have no idea what that's actually like.
It took almost 5 minutes to load my bank.
Now, of course, I'm going to just jump you over the birds, flocks of birds, and right to where Condas
You're going to jump the birds?
Is recalling to player lots is another nice one there.
Yeah, that's where when a player recalls to a lot, now it's going to preload that lot. So that way, as soon as you can start moving, and everything on that lot will already be populated. So, whenever you recall, there's going to be a little additional delay in that recall time.
Well, this is what Condas was just talking about, where you do something like that, and from the time you can't move till the time you can move again is one time frame. But then when you would get to that lot, you couldn't run onto your lot because you had to wait for that to load, which was an additional time. So I want to see what the variant is of the preload during that time to see how that comes together. You understand how that
it's an additional 15 seconds.
Yeah, I want to see if there's really a difference, of course. And again, I am on the high end of the spectrum, solid state. Plenty of RAM, plenty of video card memory. So if anything, I should see some difference, but we'll see tomorrow.
It's going to be interesting tomorrow.
Absolutely, every release is interesting.
Well, because we know in the past, release day means that there's also going to be a bunch of incoming patches or things that weren't fixed on the QA server, or actually were fixed, but they didn't have the build.
The build
done
may
in
not
time.
have been ready.
Yeah. And so they had fixes in the backlog in the queue that didn't get published to the build that was out there.
Any newcomers out there, usual MO for release, of course, is that the release comes out. There's usually a patch within the first day for the most part, and then they field all the reports, and then the next day you're going to see multitudes of patches. So every release, get ready for a couple patches and some download time. If you're not used to this, if you're used to it, you know what you're up against and what you're going to be seeing
right.
here.
You know that the release comes out at 10:30. The first patch comes out by 5 o'clock.
Not actually quite true, but we've had them happen within hours afterwards, not by 5. But by 5, I would expect to see one. I could say that much, Biff.
We'll have something. Don't know what it is.
We'll have something. It'll be release 50. That's what we'll have. Best release
We'll have something.
ever.
You sure about
Star
that?
would say. Well, Star calls every release the best release ever.
Best release ever? Yeah.
Matter of fact, I believe he updated that in the very top of the post for the initial announcement, for the official announcement. So.
Yeah. Okay, so the real question: where am I at?
You're at
Visual effects for shields, for ice, death, fire, etc. They've greatly reduced the visuals so they do not obscure your field of view so much during combat and to improve performance.
Oh, you mean the healing spells aren't going to block my line of sight anymore?
That's the idea.
We'll see.
We shall.
Where is...
What are you looking for?
I'm trying to... there's not a lot of... I'm trying to figure out Tin Canny sound inside of Discord. And trying to break it.
Well, I think you should probably wait till we wrap this up to try and figure that out.
Never. Do it on air or don't do it at all. Assets were optimized that either too high of a polygon count, too large of a texture, made of too many individual objects, too many particles, etc. So they've been working on those for a variety of items, including the light spell.
Yes, including the light spell.
Yeah. Crafting and economy completely borked. I'm sorry. Continue adding more loot to the game, including unique components, more virtue gear, the barbarian wearables. They're going to begin adding refining skills that increase the overall output of the refining step of crafting by increasing speed, batch size, and raw good to component ratios.
So, Jack, we've got batching.
That's right, Jack. You'll be able to,
We've got to be batching all over the place.
I will not be able to pulp that wood faster because it is not considered a refined material. Yep. Wood pulp is not considered a refined material.
Yeah, but I got my batching up, and at level 40, I can do 36 wood pulp at a time.
Oh, so they did fix that? Did they change it on the QA server from pulp to scrap being from miscellaneous to refined material?
I believe so.
Well,
so
what
they
it says here is
recategorized
that
it.
all refining skill trees have been expanded with new skills to increase overall output of refined materials, not components. So, is pulp considered a component? I mean, I don't know.
That you would hit B, then click on milling, then you look in refined materials, and you do not see wood pulp to scrap or scrap to pulp. That is under miscellaneous. So they would have had to have recategorized wood scrap to or pulp from scrap to a refined material.
I don't go do all that crap. I just type in.
Hey, I'm just telling you what it is.
It tells me, I select it, and then I already have my thing already up, and it said you can do 36
Good.
at a time now. And
Right, but
the batch was 40.
Okay.
It's all good. It's all good.
You get your batching skill to 40, you can do 36 at a time.
It's all good. Because you
It
know what's
is.
going to happen tomorrow.
We're
Tomorrow
gonna
it
be
won't
doing
work.
lots of batching and batching.
Tomorrow it won't work.
This only works on the test server.
But we
Tomorrow's launch
understand
day.
that. Moving right along, we got time for.
Yeah, we're
just
not
a
moving
little
anywhere.
bit more.
Not moving anywhere.
Not moving
Those refining
anywhere.
skills are going to affect all the refined components in the butchery, textiles, tanning, smelting, and milling trees. Only skills that are listed as refined materials in the crafting book will work.
Now,
That
remember,
includes.
if you need any carcasses, come on down to Spiffco out there in beautiful Goldfield, and we'll have some available for you.
Excellent.
You got wolf carcasses?
Wolf carcasses, bear carcasses, you name it, I've got carcasses.
How much?
I think the going rate is 40.
Eh. I'll have to talk.
Somebody needs some wolf stew.
Yeah, something like that. I mean, I
yeah,
can
the
go out and
craft-
kill them and get them for nothing, you know, but
That would require you to go outside.
I know it require me to get up and leave the lot, you know, and I don't know if I'm really
Yep.
up to that or not.
Crafting skill display. Skill requirements for recipes are now displayed in the recipe book at merchants when teaching a recipe.
Yes.
Blah, 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 blah. And in the recipe list at crafting stations if you do not meet the skill level requirements of the recipe.
Okay,
Yeah.
did you miss that? Is they're taking out proficiency altogether.
Yeah, there
Hey, imagine that.
actual skill, so you don't get
Or did you
confused
miss
anymore.
that in there? Is there will be no more proficiency. Proficiency is now skill
That-
level.
that- now, if you look a little bit lower, 2 lines below
Oh,
where
okay.
we're
I thought it was
at,
in the same one. Never mind.
two lines below that,
There we go.
Because
Let's
you have
get
the
this
recipe
one,
list
and
user
after this,
interface
we'll
polish.
move on.
skill level versus proficiency. They have removed crafting proficiency as a player-facing value and will instead only use skill level for simplicity. They're doing this to prevent confusion and make crafting-related activities more straightforward. The most visible change will be learning from high-tier crafting recipes will require a minimum skill level instead of crafting proficiency. This change will see crafting proficiency removed from interfaces like skill trees, buying recipes from merchants, crafting stations, etc. And all bonus changed from devotionals, expert crafting stations, artifacts, etc. Note that this will change some recipes that were previously craftable by you may be temporarily unavailable
So
until
be
you increase
careful
your
out there,
crafting
folks.
level.
That's right.
Yes.
Some of you may be in for a surprise. The things you used to be able to craft, you can no longer craft, and you're gonna have to put a little bit of work in. But I don't think
Teleports and
many people are
recalls
gonna see
rules.
that.
Now require a 101% in alchemy.
It's okay. I'm there.
So am I. Imagine that.
Imagine that.
Yeah.
Alrighty.
But we are stopping there for today.
That's right. Time for us to move on.
Page
Of
mark on
course,
it.
Get
Oh,
to
the
that point.
page
we
mark
gotta
is not
say
gonna-
Thank you to a bunch
Yeah.
of people, and of course, gotta remind you that you're watching NBNN right here on NBN.info, Twitch.tv, or where else you may be watching or listening on YouTube and replays on the radio and replays. And you can catch us 5 days a week right here inside Trinity Avatar, bringing you the latest news and information happening right here in the game. Don't forget, if you want to help out and subscribe, go out and become a patron, go donate. Come on in and just join in on the fun and shenanigans. We're here to answer questions, help out, and have some healthy conversation about the game. Of course, the Airy Fund T-shirt sweepstakes in conjunction with the Merits app and Shroud Avatar. Airy Fund is proud to announce its support behind the Austin Marathon and the Children's Miracle Fund Network, where we're going to be running to raise money. And of course, the Merits app's in on it, the folks down at the offices, the Airy Fund, all working together on this. And you too can win one of these performance shirts that are going to be worn by everybody on Team Avatar at the marathon. So if you want a chance to win, get out your Merits app. Of course, you got to get out and do some stuff and get some points from your Fit apps, whatever that may be. Rack up some points, enter to win, and the drawing will be February 9th for the winners. Coil more wands, putting the magic in your hands. If you need a wand, stave, whatever. Check out Arius Coil More. Schroeder's music service. It's Schroeder. It's music. It's a service. The Britannia Money Company wants you to come on out to Black Rock Cove. Check out all the latest happenings out in Black Rock. RelicsByRill.com for all your licensed Shrouded Avatar swag. I know you're thinking, what's he doing? I can see the look on your face. That's right. RelicsByRill.com. No script, man. No script. Derailing.
And he wonders why I'm confused about, like, what are the sponsors?
I was on a roll. I just went with it. What can I tell you? RelicsByRill.com for all your licensed Shrouded Avatar swag. If you want to save a little money when you check out at RelicsByRill.com, use the promo code NBNN and you'll get a chance to save some money. WRFB Radio Free Britannia for the latest news and entertainment throughout the week right here on WRFB. Of course, I'm going to save the marketplace now just because I can.
You know what? You completely forgot something else you were supposed to do.
No, we're going to do the app and the calendar and all that now. Come on.
Are you sure about that?
Yeah, we're going to save the Shroud Marketplace
are you
for
positive?
last, and now I'm going to jump back and we're going to tell you about that wonderful Shrouded Avatar app. Remember, no scripts. It doesn't, you gotta shake it up. I was on a roll. I went with it. Yeah, what can I say? He did it live. That's what happens. That's right. The NBNN Shrouded Avatar app available out there in the Google Play Store, the Amazon App Store, the Apple iTunes Store. If you want to read the NBNN Daily Britannia and you want to check out the forums, find something on Soda Map, go out and shop the marketplaces, listen to the radio, come on into Discord to see what's happening daily inside the game on the events calendar. Get the NBNN Soda app and you'll have all that information in the palm of your hands. Of course, if you're on your computer and you want to just see what's going on, go out to nbnn.info, click on the calendar link, and that'll bring you right on out to the daily calendar. Okay,
No, it won't.
We caught up now?
No, because you didn't explain what the calendar is an aggregate of all the Google
That's not
public
my
calendars
job.
that you know about.
That's not my job.
And if you have a Google public calendar related to Shroud of the Avatar, or if you want to start adding events to the Shroud community calendar, just need to email news@nbnn.info your Gmail stuff, and he will eventually do something with it. And
Hit
then
me up
eventually,
in game. I'll tell you what you need to do.
at a somewhat later date, I will start reading off said events if I feel like it. Because all times on this community calendar are Central Time in the real world, but we prefer to refer to it as Nude Britannia Time.
Britannia time.
Monday through Friday, you need to tune your ether amplifiers to Radio Free Britannia
WRFB.
and listen to two idiots working without a script and with technical difficulties. A little show called Lunch with us.
They love it. They're all sitting there scratching their heads going, what the hell's going on today?
Yeah, where's the
Every
calendar
other
at?
aspect.
Nope. 5 o'clock this afternoon on Avatar's Radio. They're going country.
Old country.
At 7 p.m. on Radio Free Britannia. You've got the 70s at 7. At 8 o'clock, be prepared to have your ear holes probed on Radio Free Britannia.
I have some probing.
The doctor is in, and she's going to do a thorough probing during unmedicated schizophrenia part 1.
Un.
Yes, in game at the same time, you do need to turn in. You need to show up for Striker Sparhawks Happy Hour, taking place at some pub somewhere, because it is Laz's favorite event of the
That's
week.
right.
Because it's also known as.
Check me out when I'm spending Sparhawks gold, drinking on his tab.
Yeah, that's right. I mean, get your virtual drink on.
I tell you.
Yeah, because all great things happen in a bar somewhere. At Striker Sparhawks Happy Hour, I have floated way too high up in the sky. I have fought dragons. I have fought trolls. I mean, done all kinds of weird things, because you never know what's going to end up happening.
Never know what's gonna happen in a happy hour. Never know what kind of adventures may pop up.
Yeah, I mean, plague infestations. I mean, someone had a uncontrollable disease that ended up killing everybody. Weird things happened out there. Then the final event of this hump day is going to be on Radio Free Britannia, and that is the Record Room. So Laz, where are we going to go now?
Where are we gonna go now? Well, we gotta tell the good folks about the ShroudMarketplace.com. ShroudMarketplace.com for all your virtual vendable needs. Of course, what show would be complete if we didn't tell them about the marketplace and where they could buy or sell their goods inside the game?
That would be outside the game, because Shroud Marketplace allows you to register as a vendor and start selling your stuff to other players for real life money. So real money transactions. It is perfectly legitimate. Portalarium has taken a hands-off approach, saying caveat emptor, you do it to your own risk.
That's right.
And anything that will not get your account banned is available on Shroud Marketplace.
And legal.
Legal. They have said it's legal. There is even a section on their forums where they allow you to sell your stuff. This is just another means of you being able to market your stuff. So ShroudMarketplace.com's got a little bit of everything. Over 90 different players registered as vendors, and all kinds of weird things. I love the fact that Maliki put out there that pet quest help for those tier 4 elementals, and he will help you kill the fire elemental, the lich, whatever you need in order to complete those quests.
Any of those quests that you need to get your elementals, he's willing to help. Just $3. $3.
Tree.
Bark on guild chat, man. What can I help you?
Yeah,
it's
great things.
I know.
Yeah.
He might.
Anything and everything. Yeah, I mean, great things. I mean, anything and everything on Shroud Marketplace. I've got a shop on Shroud Marketplace where I sell all kinds of fired add-on store items. You know what's going to be posted a little bit later?
What are you posting a little bit later?
A little bit later today, I'm going to be posting some crafting stations. With those crafting station changes, people might really want to jump on those. So
interesting.
That's going to be a mix of the Benefactor and Founder one. So you do need to check out Shroud Marketplace a little bit later. Game Gold, you can find that. You can find Crowns of the Obsidian cheaper than you can get on the add-on store, which is a great thing for the people that are looking to
$65 for 100.
For 100 deal. And they're what, 85 on the add-on store?
85 from the add-on store. Now,
fantastic deal right there, man. That's all I got to say.
There's some great Kodo deals if you know where to look and how to negotiate them. Of course, don't ever just jump on the first offer either. A lot of sellers out here also have a make an offer button, so always keep an eye out. Oh yeah,
if they have a make an offer button, you can always click on make an offer, and the person will receive an offer. You know what I also love about Shroud Marketplace? Services. Not all kinds of services. My favorite happens to be some cheese sign writing.
I tell you,
you
not
gotta
just
love
fans, we're also clients.
I know. Look over there on my lot, and you can see the NBNN logo. All pretty.
I
NBNN
love
logo
this
made
shit.
out of sausage by me, but the
That's
cheese
right.
sign writing done by someone else because, you know what?
All we need is a little wine to go with all that cheese and sausage,
Oh,
I
yeah.
tell you.
Oh, yeah. Other great services. You've got Skirta's music service where $5 gets you.
Anything you want.
Yep. Or if you're looking for some mining help, if you're looking for power hours, you can find those on Shroud Marketplace, including the I Want to Get Hitched service. And do you also do annulments and divorces?
We do. As we have the law firm of Dewey, Cheatham, and Howe, and you can go check them out, and they'll go ahead and take care of all your annulments, divorces, and any other things you need. As well, you can go to Laz's Weddings and More, and of course, custom weddings and other items available. Old vintage costumes, pledge rewards, and much more.
Great stuff.
Teleports and recalls, property, buildings. Gonna have to lower the price on those obsidians, man. His prices come way down on those.
Yeah.
Just to get rid of them. They're ugly as sin. Anyway.
Yep.
At least in my opinion.
Shroud Marketplace, place to go buy or sell anything Shroud of the Avatar related. If you're looking to sell your stuff, go ahead and register for a vendor account. You have to register for an account first, then click on vendor registration on the left-hand side, and you can start adding your items to Shroud Marketplace. But it is that time for us to get out of here, and we have to thank everybody for watching out on Twitch, YouTube, or listening on Radio Free Britannia.
That's
We
right.
love some
New
of you
emote
more
coming
than
in.
others.
Love you, man. Don't know if that's the
Oh
actual
wait, we have to do
emote
we have to do it like the game does. Separate a few
I
of those
haven't
figures a
actually
little bit.
seen it in game yet, so I'm waiting for tomorrow.
See, I talked to
Gix.
Gix about it though. So little finger separation.
I heart you.
He couldn't do the full on, and he couldn't do the full on, so he kind of cheated and just had some finger separation. So it's a little lamer.
We'll show you that and much, much more in tomorrow's show right here on Lunch with Laz and Jack. Till then, I'm Laz.
I'm Jack.
And we are
I'm grilling a
NBNN.
cheese sandwich.
Have a great day, everybody. We'll see you all tomorrow for Release 50.
Bye bye, everybody.